2000 Volkswagen Beetle with a 1.8 towed in as a crank no start condition. Verified spark. Sprayed some carburetor cleaner into the intake hose and it fired right up. So I just want to check a fuel pump circuit. We got a 4411 bulb in there to load it, and then I have my graphometer on. So we're going to go and crank it. Obviously no light, 0 voltage. But what I neglected to do, because I overthought the situation, was to check this fuse. And this fuse is supposed to be a 10 amp. Somebody put a 15 amp fuse in here. Yeah. And it's blown. Why did it blow? Like I said, it's supposed to be a 10 amp, which I have one right here. Okay. Turn the key on. Let's go to crank. There we go. Alright, so we got a amp clamp on our voltage feed to our fuel pump, and I think I know why the fuse is blowing. Take a look at that. That's right there is when you can see when trying to crank it over. It goes about 15, just over 15 amps, and it'll just pop. That is not what a fuel pump should look like. The waveform should not look like that at all. So the pump is shorted internally. Alright, so we got the new pump in, reconnected our amp clamp, we started the vehicle, cranked the vehicle, it started, stalled. And here's our waveform from the new pump. It's by far better than the old pump. And even that waveform will change once the pump breaks in. Here, I'll do it again. Cycle the key. So that's what it should look like. Problem is when we it started and it stalled. Well, why did it stall? We checked spark, we checked codes. When we checked fuel pressure, we did a fuel sample. And as you can see, that's not what it should look like. This fuel is contaminated. We believe that the contamination took out the old pump. This vehicle's been sitting since last summer. Been sitting in water, contaminated fuel, and that's why it kept blowing the 15 amp fuel pump fuse. The contamination, the water, what have you, took the old pump out, and it will take this pump out too if it's allowed to sit in it. So we're gonna flush out the tank, change the fuel filters, service it, and it will be good to go. All right, thanks guys.